What's up, Sneaky Nation? Welcome back to our Jacksonville Jaguars franchise. Now the Chicago Cougars, really. I still need to say the Jaguars, though, for people who are just tuning in and don't know that we moved to Chicago. Obviously, it's pretty obvious by what we're looking at, but if they didn't know what team we were before, I will probably still be saying the Jaguars franchise series instead of the Cougars. Anyway, the Cougars picked up their first win under their new name against a tough Bengals team. Obviously, it was preseason. We were just kind of feeling some of these new players out, but a lot of our new guys stepped up big time. Ray Lewis started off the game with a huge forced fumble, which Cyprian recovered. Maddox, our rookie cornerback, who I didn't even know where he would fit in the rotation, but he had an intriguing 88 catch rating, made an interception and returned it 50 some odd yards for a touchdown, which is amazing. Like, I was so stoked to see that. Joswiak had an interesting game. He threw 2 interceptions, but outside of those 2 plays, he really did look spot on. He made some great throws. If it was not for those 2 plays, he would have had 100 grades, so he had a great game. That's my grade. That's not like an actual quarterback rating that I was giving him there. Obviously the standings over here, this is preseason, it doesn't matter too much. Honestly, this episode's probably going to be a little bit shorter, but as you can see, Cougars making big moves, or big move. Not often do you see a player like Ryan Kerrigan dealt, but that's exactly what has gone down. He'll move from the Redskins to the Cougars. So stoked about that. Nothing else is really here. I went through all this a minute ago. Fortunately, nobody's really been cut yet for us to make roster moves. One thing I do or would like to do before we get into the next episode, though, is I'd like to sign some like undrafted rookie free agents. Now, it's not like a huge thing, mostly at wide receiver. I noticed throughout that last game, I often had Noshawn Moreno at wide receiver just because the depth really isn't there. I have some really good players. Like, I have 4 great wide receivers, but outside that, I don't have much, and I don't even have any players to back them up. So I just wanted to find some young guys here. Looking down, 20 years old, 69 overall, giggity. Age is only 20, like I said, I like that, but he is 6'4". Richmond, I follow Richmond football a little bit. They used to play Appalachian quite a bit, so I've seen him around, the Richmond Spiders. He's a speed receiver, so 6'4" with speed I already like. I haven't checked out his speed yet, though. Catching is really not all that good, though. But, I mean, it's not like he can drop more passes than everybody else on my team who seem to struggle with it. What's his speed at? I'm kind of curious. 95 speed, 6'4". Oh, what's his jump rating? If he, like, I could just move him to a tight end if nothing else. Jumping. Wait, no, I missed it. Did I miss it? Did I look past it? No! Where's jumping? There we go. So, he doesn't really have good jumping, but anyway, still somebody that is worth giving a shot to. You know, I might end up cutting him after a few games. I'll probably end up cutting quite a bit of players, actually, that I try to give a chance to. But I would like to kind of see if any of these guys stand out. You know, that's kind of how I found Chris Owusu. I didn't know if he was going to make the roster or not. Next thing you know, he was just playing incredible for me, so I'm always down to give people a chance. Let's go ahead and see if there's any quick, fast tight ends. I would always, you know, I always loved my speed tight ends. I mean, no. I mean, yeah, obviously he's fast, but I'm not too intrigued. I don't feel like so. I don't really think there's any other positions I want to upgrade quite yet. I still would like to sign another middle linebacker, even though the guy we just got actually played pretty well in that first game. I would like to sign somebody just as a backup role, like just to have that guy there. What else? I guess we could look at stats really fast. Like I said, I really don't have too much. Actually, let's do a depth chart really fast. What I might do this game is start BJ Daniels. You know, we've seen a lot of Matt Scott. We kind of know what he brings to the table. I want to start BJ Daniels. I want to get him some time. I mean, he might outperform Joswiak and Matt Scott. We don't know yet. So I'd like to give him the time, see what he can do. I'm still going to keep Joswiak here so we get to see the most out of him. And I might even play BJ Daniels the whole first half. I'm not quite sure yet, but I really do kind of want to get everybody involved and kind of feel everybody out and see what they can bring to the team. Forsett, I need to trade you, buddy. Well, I think I can cut him without taking a penalty, so it's not a huge thing, but still ideal, I guess. What I might do is put Tebow as the backup fullback. I don't think he's really going to get a lot of time there anyway, but at least get him a little bit more involved. He's still the backup tight end. I know some people want me to move him to a starter, and maybe he'll earn that as we go, but Jake Stoneburn has played alright for me so far, so I have no complaints with him. What was I going to do? Oh, the wide receiver, that's right. I was just going to make sure he would get some time somewhere. See, this is the thing. Like, I have these 5 wide receivers, but outside that, Burton is it. So when Burton's not playing, all of a sudden, or when all the starters aren't playing, all of a sudden I have like Noshawn Moreno lining up in the 4th quarter of the preseason at wideout. You know, I don't really want that to happen too much. So we'll go ahead and put Burton here. Give this guy some chances, Christopher, see what he can do. Hopefully he can make some plays and stick around. There's one more thing I wanted to do. I'm trying to remember what it was. Let's see. Yeah, this video is going to be a lot shorter. We'll look at transactions. I'll show you. I really don't think many people have been cut. As you see, a lot of these guys have just been signed. So until, you know, these guys make some roster spots and people start getting cut, not too much we need to do. Pat White got signed by the 49ers. That's a little interesting. But no big moves that I see here. Oh, well, there you go. Quentin McKell actually is a pretty big move. Nice, strong safety. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. I really didn't have a whole lot. I just saw Jimmy Clausen went somewhere. 110 rushing yards by Frank Gore. Wow. He's getting a lot of playing time in the preseason, and Chris Owusu's leading the NFL in receiving yards for the preseason. Joswiak's second in the NFL in passing yards. Like I said, outside of those 2 interceptions, he really did have a great game. Don't really think there's too much else to do. However, for our next game, we are playing the Buffalo Bills in our brand new stadium. I am excited. I hope you guys are too. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. That stuff helps me out more than you guys know, and I always love hearing feedback from everybody. So, yeah, thanks again for all the support, guys, and I will see you guys in the Windy City Stadium as we take on the Bills next week. Later.